Okay, go ahead.
So then with the opposite, like what Haman wanted to do was the, quote, evil way of, what he's saying would be getting to the king's treasure. So then would the opposite of doing the evil thing be, instead of to kill off the Jews in order to, attain that treasure, would be to somehow get all the Jews to do tshuva, and then that would be a way of, revealing the king's treasure?
That's not what Haman wants.
No, that's not what he wanted, but
right.
I'm saying with that, I guess...
That's what Hashem is doing secretly behind the scenes, that Hashem is using Haman in his evil machinations to bring you and I to do tshuva, so that we can come to the pintel yid of the infiniteness of each one of us, because somehow, maybe when it gets a little bit too easy and we get into exile and we become assimilated, that's the danger that Hashem has to bring on somebody who's going to make us become aware.
You hear? We have to become aware of that.
So the best way is to become aware positively. Right. So we do the tshuva out of love, instead of having, like the Gemara says, melech Haman, like a king that will rise up like Haman to make us do tshuva. Who wants that? Right. Who wants Ahmadinejad, right? To have to do it. Why do we need Hezbollah and all these strange... It's only because they're playing a role, a sad role, within a sad ending of human history. If that's what it's going to end, is that it has to come to destruction. We're the ones who are being called upon to the inner pipelines of our souls. And I know that's a vague expression, but the inner pipelines of our souls, we are so connected to God that we can make a difference. That the words we speak with each other, first of all, I said at the beginning before everybody came in, it starts... A Jew can't get up on the podium of the world and tell the world what to do right now. We're in a low position. We don't have to do it ourselves. We're not even a light to ourselves yet. How are we going to light to the world? But we can begin through the responsibility that's been placed upon us. And that's what the Torah is about. The Torah is through the Tanakh and through the stories of the Tanakh to bring us to an awareness of the awesome responsibility of being human and of being a Jew, of being part of this incredible experiment called mankind. And to take it real seriously and ask for the awesome openness that is potentially in our generation coming about, the opening of consciousness, the return of prophecy. And the contra forces are going to be there, but the contra forces, from the point of view of heaven, are only in order to awaken us to the power of our own souls, so we will not stand anymore for anything to come against us, because we know what's right. A child knows what's right. A child truly, though, when they're not... What I wanted to say is, unless your mind has been distorted and put to sleep, you know what's right and what's wrong. You know naturally there's something wrong there when somebody wants to kill you. So your response has to be, I'm not going to let you kill me. What do you think this is about? You're not going to be allowed to do whatever you want. Just on a gas station here, I saw anybody who doesn't put their motor out, or doesn't close their motor, or is found smoking, will be fined and put in jail for 6 months. That's a normal society. When you do something wrong, you have to pay for it. In Israel, it's not normal. Right? We've been forced into a non-normal situation, and it's concatenated to the point where nobody can control it anymore. So you really need a Mashiach. I'm jumping, but forgive me. It didn't make sense maybe what I said, but in my mind it did.
Question.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, the last few words of the paragraph that you just said, that by him